Good morning, folks. This is one of about a dozen available animations that go along with the newest from Goddard's Scientific Visualization Studio. The aim is to visualize and better understand the eye wall of tropical storms. Now, I've sped this way up, but I've linked the pages where you can download or watch these animations in real time. Terrific article discussing life where internal planetary heating warms the waters. This even discusses Europa and Enceladus. Website members who have seen Chapter 1 of Starwater will be smiling reading every word of this article. By the way, promise kept. Membership is not pay to learn. Not only is the information out there, but I am making my references publicly visible on the links page, aka I did your homework for you and put all the answers in one place. The only thing members get that you don't is my opinion, explanation, and of course, Xavier's animations. Folks, it's really never a bad thing when these stories are brought to light. This is as fair an article as you can hope for on the subject from the mainstream, on the heels of this story 2 weeks ago as well. Good news. All of these are linked at the drought portal via drought.gov, soil moisture, drought severity, standardized precipitation index, short-term trends, long-term trends, and a little animation of our last 12 drought looks to see that we're actually slightly improving. This storm simply refuses to go away. Meanwhile, in the Pacific, Gil is still trekking out west, path a bit unpredictable, might take off for Hawaii. India is on the landslide risk because of the torrential downpours. It's just that time of year. But also the warnings now abound in China and Vietnam as a tropical storm is about to dump massive rainfall onto the region. Island landfall is happening as we speak. That same high pressure settling in from the west while that low settles in over New Zealand, gaining the remnants leaving Tasmania. The convergence line remains firm in Europe with evident northward draw ahead of that low. This has got to be one heck of a heat wave building in Europe right now. US shows concentration of low pressure in the central states, set to converge air from due north and due south. Remember in Braveheart when the sprinting lines of soldiers collide? Central states get to watch that from below. Folks, if you missed it yesterday, we needed a proper debunking of that story claiming a chunk of the sun had ripped off and was heading for Earth. If you are at all confused, this video will clear it up. And while I believe today would require attention turned to the CIA man's false story talking about nearly taking a kill shot at Earth 2 weeks ago, Dr. Tony Phillips beat me to the punch and did a little debunk of his own. Indeed, the sun is calm, has been calm, and that story was wrong. Thank you, Doctor. Solar wind? Calm again, calm as can be. KP index barely even giving us readings. Solar flaring? Still quiet. Some of the sunspots are in need of major development, while the central group appears trying to get some of that development underway. The mature region down south is gaining umbral size, but not as much magnetic mixing as it needs in the center. Looks like our big boy heading in up north lost some trailing umbras. Magnetic connectivity to our star is about the same as it was yesterday, shifting to the umbral opening facing Earth, and which contains the coronal holes. They were the impetus for the minor quake watch, which did produce last night actually, registering on many readers. USGS ignoring all of them and disrespecting the seismologists who made the readings. RSOE at least recognizing the 6-pointer. Quake watch score still at 5 per last night's news, but dropping to 4 likely soon. Eyes open. No fear, it's 6:50 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's the news. Be safe, everyone.